All right, awesome. Now in this video, I'm going to share and explain a couple of different things to you. Uh, Number one, I just want to kind of, as you're going through these videos, I'm sure like ultimately you want to make money, and I understand that. And in one of the upcoming videos, I'm going to teach you how to create an irresistible offer that's going to generate you leads. That's ultimately going to be another way to communicate with your audience. But what you need to understand is if you don't have an audience to communicate with, you're not going to be able to generate leads. So I'm not creating these videos in this particular order just to waste your time. I can promise you that. Ultimately, what you need to think about is, right now you're trying to build up an audience of people. So let's just think of that audience as a venue, like a stadium, let's say. And right now, if you're just getting started, or even if you've been in the industry or in your particular business for a while, and you're not making crazy money the money that you wanted to make, ultimately you're not filling enough seats in that stadium when you make your presentation. And in the presentation that you're going to make, it's going to be a presentation, or it doesn't have, it doesn't have to be a presentation that you make. It could be a presentation that your business opportunity is making, and so on and so forth. But at this point, you're not filling enough seats in that stadium. So everything that I've gone over up to this point is to help you create an audience of people who are actually going to come into your stadium. Not literally, obviously, but they're going to come in, and by you providing value, these are people that are going to be willing to sit down and listen to the offer that you're going to make, right? So everything is a build up to your big offer, right? So that's why you want to create valuable content. It's not necessarily about selling stuff within every single post that you make. You want to build up an audience of people who know, like, and trust you. So when the timing is right and they come into your stadium and you offer them value all the time, but you ultimately make an offer to them to become a business partner or to buy a product or to buy a service from you, okay? That's why you do it, right? So another big thing that you want to do is you want to stay in sight and in mind with your audience, okay? So this is one of the big reasons why having a fan page is so much better than just doing things on your personal wall. I don't know the exact statistics, but I know that whenever you post stuff on your personal wall, your reach, so say you have 1,000 friends, right, on Facebook. I believe that the reach is somewhere between like 5 and 10% may see your post, right? So if you have 1,000 friends, maybe 50 to 100 people even see your post, and of that 50 to 100, you better hope that some of those people really like you enough that they're going to like and comment on your posts, because the only way that you're ever going to get any further reach on your personal page is if you get likes and comments. So, and shares, of course, shares are the best. And if you're getting likes and comments and shares on your personal page, that's when your reach can exceed that, like roughly 5 to 10%, right? But on your fan page, you literally can stay in sight and stay in mind as much as you want. And it's without having to like do a ton of work. So there's an option that I recommend that you use, and you can see I'm using it on this post, and I have $1.04 left. And this particular post is an offer to get access to the system that you've already gotten access to, right? To how to quickly build and monetize an audience, right? And I'll admit it, like with this one, I've been putting together these videos, and I didn't get to do the whole process because I've had so much stuff going on in my personal life and also online creating this actual content for this course, right? So I can actually use this as an example of this particular post. Whenever you create a post, before you use the promote post option, so you'll see on your page, whenever you make a post, at the bottom of it, there's always going to be an option to promote the post, right? And you can promote these posts for, like, I believe it might even be as little as $1 a day. Sometimes they make you do $2. But depending on the size of your audience, you don't even have to actually use that full budget. So let's say you're just getting started and you only have like 50 fans, and they have you, your budget is a minimum of $2 a day, let's just say. And that $2 a day is going to get you, a reach of 100 people. And there's different options that you can use when using the promote post option. So one option is you're going to promote only to your fans. So you're going to stay in sight and stay in mind with only your fans. So if for $2 hypothetically, and I'm not 100% certain on these stats, you'll be able to see them whenever you use your promote post option. Let's just say that for $2, 100 people are going to see it, but you only have 50 fans. That might be an okay budget, because letting people see your post twice, might grab their attention so that they read it or watch the video or what have you, right? But let's say that let's say that it would get 200 views. Maybe you just use the promote post option for $1, and then you pause that particular promote post option. So just because you set it for $2 or $3 or what have you, you don't necessarily have to use the whole thing. So like right now, if I wanted to stop this, I could simply click here and pay attention, because there's a lot more to this, what I'm going to tell you here in a second, that's very important to helping you get better engagement with your audience. The other option that you'll have with your post option is you can also promote to people who like your page and their friends. Okay, so at times I use that. If I want to expand my reach a little bit, for the most part, I just like to put my information in front of the people who already are beginning to know me and like me and trust me. You can use the option as far as promote to fans and their friends. You could probably use it more frequently than I do. I can't really sit here and say that there's a that one's way better than the other, but you definitely want to stay in sight and stay in mind with your audience for sure, because they've liked your page, and the more that you put yourself in front of them, and that's, again, you have to understand the big separation between a fan, one of the big separations, and there's tons, one of the big separations between your fan page and your personal page is the ability to actually have your people see your posts. On your personal page, tons of people are missing out. So let's just say, for example, with this particular one, I wanted to pause it. I could actually come in here and I could simply click pause, and now this ad will stop, right? So I don't have to use up the complete, I have $1.04 left. I could stop it right here, and I could take that $1.04 that I have left there, and I could apply it to a different ad, a new ad that I'm running. Okay, so you don't have to use the whole thing. The key to it is stay in sight and stay in mind. So now, before you use the promote post option, so I hope you're still listening. I hope you didn't go off and promote a post. What you want to do is there's a couple of things that you should do before you pay any money for advertising. First, and I admit it, I didn't do it on this one. I did not do it on this one. But on all my other ones, the first thing that I do is I create my content, I load up my post, and I go to my basically my foundation audience. These are the people, and you may be one of them, that I come to and I say, hey, I just created a new post on my fan page. It's a clear path for you to achieve any goal. The key to starting, or whatever, it's a clear path for any goal. And then I grab the link for this particular post. So whenever you create a post like this one, for example, if you come to the timestamp, so November 27th, for example, and we click on that, it's going to give you a unique URL for that particular post. So as this loads, so now it's going to give me this exact URL for this post. So rather than sending people just to my page to look at it, I can send them to a specific post. So here's the post for this one, into the video here. And see that it has a unique URL. So I would just simply click on that, copy it, Control C. Let me pause this. There we go. So again, you come to the top, highlight it, Control C or right click copy. And the first thing that you should do is, again, who's your support, right? So is it me? Is it your upline? It's some people that you've worked with and been working with for a while. Who are the people that are going to be the first people to like and comment on your post, right? So what I do is I go to my support group, which is typically 10 to 20, 30 people, depending on how much time I have. And yours could be, and you're going to take that link and you're going to send them a message. Hey Matt, I just created a new post on my fan page. It's all about XYZ. Let me know what you think. Send it to them. Again, and with everything, there will be people that won't do it, right? People just, it doesn't matter. Like people aren't going to be that supportive of you. They're not that supportive of me. But if you do it with enough people and you're constantly bringing value to the table, more and more people will go and check out what you did. And as you can see, I got before I even promoted this post, I got a pretty good amount of engagement, right? I got like 26, 27, 28, 6 shares, 20 some, maybe 30 likes, 20 some comments on this particular post, right? So before I even paid any money, I made sure that I got some engagement first. Now, let's say that you don't have a big support group. That's okay, because I'm here to support you. As long as you're posting value, I have no problem liking it and commenting on it. If I check out your post and you're trying to sell something immediately, I'll be honest, I'm not going to like and comment on it because you're not doing it right. And I'm not telling you to do that just to be a pain in your butt. I'm actually doing it to protect you. If you want to have a Facebook account and your ads manager account active and doesn't get shut down, you better not be posting direct and promoting your business opportunities, because Facebook doesn't like that. They'll shut down your account and you'll be done. Trust me, it's happened to me. I admit it. I lost track on what I was doing. I just got off course and I had lost one of my accounts. So, and I had to start over completely fresh. I've had pages that I've had thousands and thousands and thousands of fans on, and I can't even use those pages anymore the way I want to because I lost my account. So now I have to start over from scratch. So I'm actually telling you to do it this way to protect you, not to be a pain in your butt, right? So the other thing, again, if you don't have a strong support base and you're, a good amount of people to like and comment on your post before you use the promote post option, again, in our group, if you're a member of our team, or not of our team, if you're a member, of our group and you've gotten access to the product, simply, we're going to have a spot in there, and I'll point you in the right direction in the group where you can take your post for the day or whenever you make a post, and you'll be able to post a link there, and we as a community can support one another. So again, if you have put your post in the group and I come in and I check it out and it's good quality content, and the main thing that I'm looking for is for you not to be trying to sell something right from the jump, right? All the time. And again, in one of the next upcoming videos, it's going to be all about creating an irresistible offer and how to ultimately take people down a path where they actually buy something from you, okay? So, but for the support that we'll provide, this post, you're going to grab the link just like I showed you by clicking on the timestamp, grab the unique URL, and you're going to take that link and you're going to put it, like the unique, there's a timestamp for this one, right? So you would click on the timestamp, get the unique URL, and you're going to post that link in our group, and we as a community are going to help one another. Now, of course, you should return the favor to everybody too, you know what I mean? So it's not just about you, it's also about supporting others, okay? That way you'll be able to get your likes and comments up before you use the promote post option. Because what will end up happening is people, it's like monkey see, monkey do, right? If you use the promote post option, and especially if you're just getting started and you don't have a really supportive group or a supportive audience, and you promote to them, I'm going to be honest, your ad will get, your post will go right past people's spaces and they won't look at it twice, right? I mean, if you're following and you're using good, strong headlines and stuff like that, things are going to begin to improve for you. But if your post that you're trying to promote doesn't have engagement, you want to have engagement first. So leverage us, our support group, and leverage your personal support group first. Okay. Another thing that I do, and if you already have an email list of any kind of people and you've been pitching them for a long time, if your list isn't too burnt out, is a lot of times I will actually send out to my email list before I use a promote post option too, to get a little bit more engagement. To let people know that, hey, look, I'm actually providing value. Let people know that you're providing value. If you don't have an email list yet, that's going to be another thing that we're going to be creating, because your email list is by far the most important thing that you have as a person who's marketing online. Your email list is, I don't care what kind of business you have, one of your main focuses should be building an email list. So once you do that and you get a decent amount of likes and comments on it, even if it's 2, 3, 4 in the beginning likes and comments, that's whenever you use the promote post option. So if this video, you found some value in this video, and I will see you in the next one.